Hey guys, Stephanie here. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share. Dude, the devil went down to Georgia. No joke. Alright, right now, it is a felony to wear any kind of body armor, bulletproof vest, anything like that. But right now, statewide lawmakers in Georgia, anybody who works for the government, are wearing bulletproof vests to protect themselves from the private citizens. Mind you, the headquarters for the CDC in Georgia picked 420 random households to go in full medical gear. In my last video, I talked about how they're hiring for FEMA directors and health officers, and basically it's like CPS, but for COVID-19. It's like they're not protecting the children, they're protecting the COVID-19, but we're the COVID-19. Remember in my last video, I talked about how the president of Africa had a suspicion about the factual results of these tests, and he tested a number of things, and a goat and a very rare piece of fruit tested positive, and they thought it was from humans. So saying that, all right, you have people in their homes, right? And basically think about it as like if CPS were to come to your house. It's scary, right? But these people are not with the CDC. They're just like public health works. Sorry. All right. But they have badges that say CDC, just like how prison guards and people who work for the jails and the prisons, they have sheriff badges and stuff like that. So they just randomly pick your house and they show up and we're like, hi, we're here because we're doing testing, blah, 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 blah. We want to see what's going on in the area. So to question like, hey, do I want to or not? It's intimidating. These are official, it's intimidating. Because most people right now are so used to being publicly shamed and beaten down and hated by opposing beliefs and deplatformed or called all sorts of crazy names. They're so used to that, so they don't want to be shamed, and at the same time they're so scared, or it's made to look scary, like you're supposed to comply. And that's what's bringing us to this digital ID, to where we're all going to have a certificate of immunization and health. And it's like they didn't do this with HIV. They didn't do this with AIDS, nothing. So imagine you're in Georgia, just chilling in your house, and you have people who are just like random government workers in government cars, but they look official, like they are the authority. And they want to prick your finger for blood because they want to analyze it. It's all, private data. You're more than likely going to be like, okay, because majority of people at this point, we fear retaliation because that's all you get on social media platforms and mainstream media. If you speak up about this stuff, like, hey, this isn't right, people should not be showing up at our door. They should do the same thing they do. If they want antibody testing, they should do the same thing they do for plasma. Why don't they have an antibody drive like they do blood drives? Why are they creating task force? Remember when I told you to Google the jobs for CDC, public health officers, pandemic, isolation centers, pandemic youth preparedness groups on FEMA? It's like this has all been going on in the making. Like right now, Georgia is kind of like a dry run. You have lawmakers right now going to work in bulletproof vests. But the citizen protesting, if they have a bulletproof vest, they get charged with a felony. And this is a state that wants the guns. So, do you see how that works? being silent and obeying and being afraid of the consequences, it only lasts for so long until it gets to your door. And when it gets to your door, you can't cry anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like another thing with this whole election crap. It's like they're setting the stage to where you're going to have Biden choose like Michelle Obama or somebody like that. Then they're going to declare the 25th Amendment on him because he clearly is insane. And then they're going to get Obama back in there. They're going to take over. It's like, and now, oh, I mean, you can see it in the headlines. Michelle. Oh, well, actually, her name's Michael Robinson. She's a dude, okay? Whatever. Nobody cares. You know what makes me mad? I would actually like them if they were honest. But they lied about it. Michelle's a transvestite. Obama's gay. I don't fucking care. As long as you're good to who you are supposed to be good to and you do what you're supposed to do, your sexual orientation, who you have sex with, what you do, none of that matters. It matters, do you do the right thing? Are you controlled by other people because of money and this and that? That's what's important to people. People are so caught up in this superficial bullshit of like, oh, the view and the real, and everybody's gonna love me and they're gonna talk about me and I'm gonna have my perfume line and I'll have my own spandex line and we're gonna be so fabulous. It only lasts for so long because it's not real. So it's like people need to start asking yourselves, like, for real, face what's in front of you because there are for real consequences right now. And I'm telling you, it's just weird. Like, I'm going to get in the conspiracy zone. But, like, how now they're like, oh, everybody in the White House is COVID-19 positive. I wouldn't be surprised if this is another, like, fake media deal to, like, they're going to try to steal this election straight up, dude. Steal it. No doubt about it. They have to. They have no choice. Gavin Newsom just passed the thing to where they're going to do mail-in voting for November. Gavin Newsom is related to Nancy Pelosi with her fancy ice cream. That's another thing in San Francisco. Okay, you know how they made private hotels give the government rent-free hotel rooms for the homeless? Now San Francisco is buying them weed, alcohol, and cigarettes. Hey. Basically, if you have a heroin addiction, anything like that, and you think you're COVID positive and you're homeless in San Francisco, they put you up in a hotel and they buy you your heroin, your weed, your alcohol. They think they're doing it for the public's... Oh my God. Dude, help us all. So, real talk though. Somebody shows up to your door. They look legit and official. Are you going to feel intimidated or will you be like, you know what? Wait. I'm not going to let you have my blood and my family's blood or whatever. I don't even... Because it's kind of like they're coming to your house investigating a crime without a crime happening. If there's nobody in your house with this disease, if majority of the testing's wrong, and with this contact tracing, we know it's like all dirty apps from, like Soros controlled and like all those devious people. So we all know it's bogus. So when they show up to your house, what are you going to do? And how long until they come back? You know what I mean? Google all the jobs for quarantine isolation centers and health officers, all this stuff in your local, contact tracing. Like tens of thousands. They're coming to your door. They want to prick your finger and know a little bit more about you. I say, tell them, fuck you. Seriously. I don't understand where this country is going. But right now, I'm really freaking annoyed. Because, like, for 2 days, I've been watching this stuff all over the internet. And it's like people are so still distorted over this whole Obama, Trump. Dude, it's been 4 fucking years since Trump's been elected. All of you need to get over it. When Trump said it's not going to be another 4-year election, he meant it, and we all meant it. So take your sociopathic agenda somewhere else and kick rocks. And leave us normal people alone. Why can't you go fight your own little weird shit somewhere else. Because believe it or not, we the people, we don't belong to Democrats or Republicans or these government or city council. We don't belong to any of them. We belong to ourselves. But somehow, because the minute you're born, you're given a social security number. We are basically like their cattle right now. We are their cattle. They tax us. They give us a death tax. All right? You want to make money, you'll pay for it through student loans. I mean, and then now it's like so rigged. And then people don't even realize, honestly, the government's pretending to give you all this money in the future because you'll be replaced by robots anyway. So you're not even important. You're just dummies right now to vote for them. And to me, it's like so Captain Obvious what they're doing, but other people, I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. The more I research this shit, the more I see, the more I'm just like, oh my God. Like, people are really that dumb because they literally believe whatever Google tells them. So, if they come to your door and they say, let me prick your finger. Hello, Clarice. I mean, what are you going to do? Seriously. Tell me, because it does kind of feel like we're in that police pressure state. It does. And I think 97% of the people will get their blood taken. I think everybody else will have a reason to not obey. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Bye.